Okay, now we're going to put the fun part together. We're going to do the outside. This is going to be the part that's going to face out into the winter. So we're going to do several steps. We've got several different pieces that are involved. These are our entrances, which are pre-drilled. We've also got our fillers, which go in on the top. And we also have our bee landing pads. So we'll be putting this together, and we'll also be adding insulation into the inside of the hive so we can give the bees a little bit more protection. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting some glue on our landing pad. We're going to glue across the bottom here, and we are going to glue across the back of the landing pad and a little on each side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to slip this in, and we're going to make sure that it goes all the way up flush against the inside wall. Now what we're going to do is either nail it or brad drive it. You want to do down into the bottom board, and we also want to go into the sides so it kind of locks everything together. So our next step is our bottom is our 3-hole entrance. That's going to fit down in here. You're going to want to make sure the holes are all lined up nice. Then we're also going to add our next filler piece, which then fits up here on top. So now what you want to do is you want to take the piece of foam that we're going to give you, and that is going to slip in behind these two. You're going to kind of mark it. You're going to cut it, because we don't want the bee pad to end up gluing to this, so you want to keep it a little bit shorter. And what we also want to do now is take our magic marker, slide this down in there, and we're just going to put a couple of circles in here just to kind of give us an idea of where the openings are. Take it back out again. And now what you're just going to end up doing is cut around this to keep our openings so that the bees can get through. Alright, now we got all 3 cut. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue these into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue up the sides, and we're also going to glue across the bottom. Now when you place this into place, flush it up with the front of the boards, because what we want to do is we want to keep that gap in between so we can get our insulation in there. So once we get that placed where you want it, go through. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to get, keeping our fronts flush, put in our nails. Again, we will supply you with the nails. If you have a nailer, hey, it's going to work that much better for you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slide this down into here and make sure that the insulation is up and out of the openings. And we're now going to add our next piece, which is the piece that is cut, and the landing pad is going to sit on top. So what I do is I like to put a little bit of glue into the groove, also a little glue on both sides. What we're going to do is now slip it into place. Again, making sure that the fronts are flush, and put in a couple of screws or nails. Now we want to make sure that our foil isn't up too high because we want to glue into the back and onto here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our second landing pad. And that what we're going to do is glue across the top again. Glue across the back. And a little bit of glue on both sides. Now we're going to set it into place. Put in a couple of nails. Nail in from the side to tighten everything up nice. Try not to put it through the side of it. And finish up with that. So now what we're doing is we're ready for or layer number 2. So what you're going to want to do is again check to make sure that the holes line up. And what we're going to do is glue the sides. Glue across the top of this. And we're going to set it into place. Just kind of make sure that you keep the boards to the front because we still have to get our piece of insulation in there. Okay, now we can glue on our second piece. Again, putting glue into the groove, up both sides, setting it into place. And again, making sure that the front is flush with the sides. And now what we want to do is put in our piece of insulation. So we're going to slide it all the way down in there. Put a mark there. And we're also going to mark our openings here. And again, cut a little on the light side because you don't want the foil going in behind. You don't want the foil going in behind the landing pad. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to cut our openings. And we're going to slide it into place. And just make sure that it goes all the way down. Check to make sure that your openings are clean. And now we're ready to put the third landing pad on. So again, same step. Little glue up the sides. Little glue across the top. And a little glue on the back. Set it into place. And put your screws, put your nails in. And nail in from the sides, locking everything together. So now we're ready to put in the final. So at this point what we're going to do is we are just going to measure this. And just kind of ballpark the opening for the center one. That missed. Just make sure you keep this opening clean so that the bees can get in and out. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to apply the last piece, make sure it's going in the right direction, the holes line up. We're going to put our glue on the sides, the bottom. Slip it into place. Again, make sure that the front is flush. Put your nails in, and now we're ready for the last piece. This piece, we're just going to glue it on here, 4 sides and top. So put a little glue in here, both sides, and the top. So what this is going to do is you're going to put it in on an angle. You're going to slide it into place. Now you're going to have a little gap at the top, but just push up on it like that. That'll take the gap out of it. We're going to then put our staples into place, making sure sides are flush. A couple of staples or nails across the top. And now I'm going to show you, we're going to put the door closers on. So these are the door closers. They come included. They come with a screw. And basically what you're going to end up doing is you're going to line up the hole with the hole here. Take your screw that we supply, stick it in there, run your screw into place. These you can loosen up to adjust how easy you want them to twist, but right now we're just going to tighten them right down. So we're going to do that 6 times. Again, just stick your finger in there, kind of level it, line it all up so it gives you a nice clean entrance. Take the screw and put it to the top of the hole so that the plastic disc rests on the screw. That'll kind of hold things in place, line up a little bit easier for you. Then again, just flush it up. So now we've got all of our entrance reducers on, and if you want to open and close them, all you do is twist them to one side or the other side, opens and closes them as you need your ventilation. You open more of them. So that's how we finish up the front part. Now we'll finish up the door for you.